Good evening. Welcome to Business. I am Cynthia Nyamine. Now, the economy rebounded to register a 10.1% overall growth in the first half of 2021 due to the easing of COVID-19 restrictions. National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Ukur Yatani says that this is despite the economy registering a negative growth of 0.7% in the first quarter of 2021, and it was still reeling from the effects of measures put in place to contain the spread of COVID-19. Benson Rioba has the report.
Inflation increased from an average of 5.31% in the second quarter of 2020 to 5.98% in the second quarter of 2021. The high cost of living was as a result of the current drought that is affecting many parts of the country that has seen food prices increase. This despite the economy growing by 10.1% in the first half of 2021 as the government gradually eased COVID-19 restrictions. Manufacturing, education, transport, and storage and ICT were the key drivers of the economic growth. On sectorial performance, agriculture contracted by 0.9% in the first 6 months of 2021 due to decreased tea production from 143,000 metric tons in the corresponding period under review last year to 133 metric tons this year. The sector was cushioned from further slump by increased milk, horticulture and sugarcane production. The manufacturing sector grew by 9.6% in the second quarter compared to a contraction of 4.7% in the same period of 2020. The sector was driven by an increase in production of non-food products that stood at 12.2%. Credit advanced to enterprises in the manufacturing sector declined by 0.9% to stand at 1.3 trillion shillings in the second quarter of 2021. On trade, the current account deficit expanded by 28.2% from 85.9 billion shillings to 110.1 billion shillings in the corresponding quarter of 2021. The central bank retained the lending rates at 7% in the first and second quarter of 2021. Money in circulation expanded from 3.9 trillion shillings as at the end of 2019-2020 financial year to 4.1 trillion shillings as at the end of June 2021. Treasury predicts an improved economy in the last quarter of 2021 due to easing of more restrictions that includes lifting of the curfew. Benson Rioba reporting for Prime Edition.